असुरौ मधुकैटभौ
प्रबोधं च जगत्स्वामी
प्रबोधं च जगत्स्वामी प्रबोधं च जगत्स्वामी
नीयताम् अच्युतो लघु
नियतामच्युतो लघु नियतामच्युतो लघु
बोधश्च क्रियतामस्य
बोधश्च क्रियतामस्य बोधश्च क्रियतामस्य
हन्तुमेतौ महासुरौ
हन्तुमेतौ महासुरौ हन्तुमेतौ महासुरौ.
So now these gods submit. Why are they praising? Actually, it is said in our Yajurveda and our Vedas that whenever you make some puja, something, you should tell why are you doing it? What is the benefit you want to? Then only gods or goddesses or those powers will understand and attend to your need. That's what even Markandeya Maharshi is telling in this sloka. See, udaraihi prabhavaihi ittam sa samstuta. See, udaravagiruva ಪ್ರಭಾ ಆ ತಾಯಿಯ ಪ್ರಭಾವವನ್ನು ಒಂದೊಂದು ಆದಷ್ಟು ಎನ್ಯೂಮರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ದೇ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ಡ್ ಹರ್ ಲಾಟ್ ಸ್ತುತಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಸಂಸ್ತುತ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಆರ್ಡಿನರಿ ಸ್ತೋತ್ರ ಆರ್ಡಿನರಿ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಬಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾರ್ಡಿನರಿ wherein you have got the extraordinary abilities, the power, grace, compassion, etc. All of that is there. And moreover, what are they asking? मोहया एतौ दुरादर्शौ असुरौ मधुकैटभौ. You try to captivate and infatuate them. So she cannot ask them to kill, but you just create an atmosphere that the Madhukaitavas are simply brought into the net of moha. Because the moha is the most important detergent that all people are having in the world. So those people who are diabetic, they are fond of eating so many things, sweets, carbohydrates, adu, idu, potatoes, so because they're all very tasty things they eat and they get troubled and their meter goes up. So it is always hard for people to have regulation and be away from. So what is the request that the gods have done, the Brahmadeva made was, ಈ ದುರಾಧರ್ಷರಾಗಿರುವ ಈ ಮಧುಕೈಟವ ರಾಕ್ಷಸರನ್ನು put them into moha. What is moha is a big question, and that is also being described by our Markandeya Maharshi in the future paragraphs. Already we have seen mohaya, mohagatte, mohyante, mohitas tatra, mohameshyanti kechana, mohagatte nipatitaha. See, what is the job that Ammavaru will do is, not only she will promote our prosperity, she will also kill us. She is also giving us problems. That's why in Vishnu Sahasranaman elevated said, Bhayakrut Bhayanasanaha. Bhayakrut means he is one or she is one who will give opportunity to get afraid of things. What is bhaya? Roga bhaya. So many bhayas are there. And bhiti in the bhaya. So bhitasmat bhayam jayate. And bhiti means that which will cause you fear, and the result of that is called bhayam. Bhiti, bhaya. So bhiti illade idre bhaya baralla. Drop bhiti on. For example, everybody will try to create bhiti. Supposing you are presenting a wonderful pen to your boy or girl when going to school, you will be giving the problems that when such a costly pen is in their pocket. So, but still the boy and girl don't understand, carry on. So there is no, but the bhiti is in you, not in the child. So that's why here also, ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ our ಮೋಹನ ಮಾಡಿ. Actually, no God can ask, no wonderful person can ask the warriors to kill. They would ask them to teach lesson to them or to injure them. See that they don't once again come back when they have come back to attack. Mrunan, Pramrunan, Prehi Satruno. In Mani Suktam, below that. So you see they are either injured or Mrunan, Pramrunan. So something like that's why here also the gods are asking, the Brahmadeva is asking, Aya, you make him unconscious, you give him some chloroform. Mohana is chloroform. And ಆ ಕ್ಲೋರೋಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಮಾಡಿಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. Surgery, people do it. They cannot do directly without anesthesia surgery. So like that, it is mohaya dosham. And moreover, what is that mohanam? After stopping the Madhukaitabas to attack me further, you please give them some chloroform or some such kind of thing that they become little silent. They go to sleep. ಆವಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ನೀನು Jagatswami Prabodham Niyatam. You must require some time also. Time is most important. See, anything can happen because of the time. And there is time. For example, I don't know. I just like it one instance in this Telugu movie in police station. That hero will beat a villain, I mean a strong fellow, and he will fall at the corner. And he tells the inspector, sir, when you were to bend to pick up a paper down, he was standing. And when he was picked up and coming up, he was traveling. And now you got up, the fellow is there, he being hit at the corner. So this time is very important. That's why Kalaha Gachati Kridati Ayuhu. Shankaracharya gives you a beautiful concept that Kalam you cannot stop. There is no wristwatch there is no clock for the time, but we have only clock for our time. So Prabodham Jagatswami Niyatam Adhyayana Laghu. Please underline that. Aya, don't delay. అయినంత తొందరలో వాళ్ళను మోహంలో పంపించి విష్ణువును ప్రబోధత్వాన్ని తీసుకురా. బ్రింగ్ విష్ణు ఇన్ టు లెవెల్ ఆఫ్ కాన్షియస్నెస్, అవేర్నెస్ ఆఫ్ ది అట్మాస్ఫియర్ అరౌండ్. Not only that, another thing that goddess has been homework given is bodha kriyatamasya hantumetau mahasurav. Look at it. The death is not direct. Before death, there is some process of death. That process is called moham, anesthesia or chloroform or whatever you call it. So death does not occur instantaneously. Even accident happens means it will take some time. Actually, if at all death were to come to the after accident. So that's why here you look at the words with mohaya, one word. Prabodham niyatam is two, laghu, and bodha kriyatam. Why all this process you should go through, Amma Mahakali? As Mahasurav Hantum. It is only to put out these Mahasuras, because these Mahasuras, that is terrible, powerful, blessed, and Varanvitas, Madhukaitabas, cannot be killed in one stroke or two strokes. That's why Vishnu has fought with Madhukaitabas for 1,000 years to put out that, because their time is different from our time. But still, they are not. Even Narasimha Swami fought for 1,000 nights and days with Hiranyakasipu to ultimately to become successful, to hold him, sit on the threshold, and put him on his lap and tear him down and put his entrails and all that as haram and all that. So imagine the death also is not easy. There is also a good process. That's why Marana Badha, Maranakala. So even doctors also, when they take that or something like that, they just in a few minutes still they try to put him on the most emergent state whereat he will breath. But he may come back, he may not come back, even coma and all that. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ here Mahasura is Rakshasarana ಸಂಹಾರ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರಿವೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ವಿಷ್ಣುವು ಅಬ್ಸಲ್ಯೂಟ್ಲಿ ಎನರ್ಜೆಟಿಕ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವೇಕ್ಫುಲ್. ಇನ್ನು ನಿದ್ದೆ ಆದರೂ ಇನ್ನೂ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಯು ನೋ ವಾಟ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಡೂ, ದೇ ಟಾಕ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ ದಿ ಕಣ್ಣಿಂದ ಆ ನಿದ್ರಾದೇವಿ ಟೋಟಲಿ ಹೊಟ್ಟೋಗಿ ಕಣ್ಣು ಬೆಳ್ಳಗಾಗಬೇಕು. ದಿ ಐಸ್ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್. ಮೈ ಆಂಜನೇಯ ಪ್ರಸಾದ್, ಐ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ when he gets up, Nana, look at my eyes. చాలా క్లియర్గా ఉంది. దెర్ ఇస్ నో స్లీప్ ఇన్ మీ అంత ఈస్ టు షో హిస్ ఐస్, స్మాల్ బాయ్. సో ది నిద్రాదేవి టేక్స్ హోల్డ్ ది ఐస్. ఐ మీన్స్ అవేర్నెస్, ఐ మీన్స్ జ్ఞానం, అవేర్నెస్, ఆల్ దట్. సో క్రియతామస్య మహాసురౌ బోధ. సో అమ్మవారు వెన్ షీ ఈస్ దస్ ప్రైజ్డ్ టు ది బ్రిమ్ ఆఫ్ సాటిస్ఫ్యాక్షన్, ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಉಪಯೋಗ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸಾಷ್ಟಾಂಗ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ, ಪಂಚಾಂಗ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ, ಸ್ತೋತ್ರ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ದೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ರೀಚ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಟೂ ಬಿಸಿ. ವಿ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಬಿಸಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಬಟ್ ದೇವತೆಗಳು ಪ್ರಪಂಚ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರದ್ದೇ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ದೇರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯು ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಇಮ್ಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ಲಿ ಡ್ರಾ ದೇರ್ ಅಟೆನ್ಷನ್. ಸೊ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಟೆಲ್ ಹೌ ಎಮರ್ಜೆಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್, how much time you can give that person to come and protect you. Emergency ಕೂಡ you cannot immediately be taken to treatment. You will have to wait in the queue. There are so many people cases. Therefore, bodhascha kriyatam, please make that Mahavishnu become absolutely awake, and urge him also. He will ask me what I should do. Urge him also that these Mahasuras have got to be killed. In fact, even in Ramayana, with great difficulty, that Kumbhakarna was made to wake up. You know that story, and actually 6 months eating, 6 months sleeping. In fact, that kind of division of the boon was requested by Ravanasura to Brahmadev. Actually, after when for Kumbhakarna, when Brahmadeva appeared, he simply asked, Saraswati sat in his tongue, and that Mahakali sat in his tongue, because he's a terrible fellow, and he is Jai Vijaya's Sapa, maybe it's Vijaya. And so the moment Brahma asked, what do you want? That Kumbhakarna said, I want some absolute sleep. So 12 months sleep. Then Ravana suddenly comes and tells, if he were to sleep all time, it's a big problem. He must be of good help to me. So he asked for revision, and 6 months sleep, 6 months eating. So in between, never Ravana woke him up until he completed his sleep time, because he was dangerous. So in the middle, Kumbhakarna was made to wake up, and then he asked Ravana, hey brother, why are you wake me up, curbing my sleep time? Then Ravana told, no, see, now Lanka is in problem, and Rama and Vanaras have come, already war started. You have to go and war and then kill Rama and all that. Then he asked, why at all this problem to Lanka never was there? Then he said, no, I love Sita. I brought Rama's wife, so you kill Rama and see that I marry Sita. That was then Kumbhakarna, he was still in sleepy mood or so. Well, no problem. You just return Sita to Rama and problem solved. Then Ravana became very ferocious, and then he shouted at Kumbhakarna, and so he said, okay, I will go and fight the war. Like that. So here also, I just remember Kumbhakarna and Ravana dialogue in Yuddhakanda, and how Kumbhakarna, he was also a great wise man, and but in fact, an opportunity was given to Kumbhakarna by Vibhishana, by Rama. See, when before actually the war was going to begin, then Vibhishana was asked by Rama, you go to Kumbhakarna, your elder brother. Then Ravana's killing is definite. And after Ravana being killed, I will give Lanka to Kumbhakarna, although he has promised. Lanka, he is the eligible fellow next in panel list to become the king of the Lanka. Then there was a problem. How See, you promised Lanka to Vishana and you will be missing your Satyavak. Then, of course, he said ultimately to Sugriva, no, no, if Kumbhakarna gets the Lanka Rajyam, I will give my Rajyam, Ayodhya Rajyam to Vishnu. He's a good boy. So this is how, keeping the solution in mind, people act on that. So not only Durga Saptasati makes you to remember Ramayana, Mahabharata, Rigveda, and almost all the earlier Vedic scripts, because Puranam is also a Vedic text. It's a continuation of Vedic literature. So now look at this. Evam Sivalinga ever start reading. Evam stuta tada devi tamasi tatra vedasa.
एवं स्तुता तदा देवी तामसी तत्र वेधसा एवं स्तुता तदा देवी तामसी तत्र वेधसा
विष्णोः प्रबोधनार्थाय
विष्णो प्रबोधनार्थाय विष्णो प्रबोधनार्थाय
निहन्तुं मधुकैटभौ
निहन्तुं मधुकैटभौ निहन्तुं मधुकैटभौ
नेत्रास्य नासिका बाहु
नेत्रास्य नासिका बाहो नेत्रास्य नासिका बाहो
हृदयेभ्यः तथो रसः
हृदयेभ्यः स्ततो रसः हृदयेभ्यस्ततो रसः
निर्गम्य दर्शने तस्थौ
निर्गम्य दर्शने तस्थौ निर्गम्य दर्शने तस्थौ
ब्रह्मणो अव्यक्तजन्मनः
ब्रह्मणो अव्यक्तजन्मनः ब्रह्मणो अव्यक्तजन्मनः.
Look at this sleep time, how sleep occupies our body. So this was 89 sloka tells you Devi tada, Devi stuta evam. The goddess has been praised in several words in the manner above. And who is that Devi? Tamasi Devi. She is the Tamas, Tamoguna, Bhuishta. Mahakali is completely filled with Tamoguna. She is the manifestation of the Tamoguna. And in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is giving us Gunatraya Vibhaga chapter ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸತ್ವಗುಣ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ರಜೋಗುಣ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ತಮೋಗುಣ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು. ಸೊ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಸೇಸ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ದೇರ್ ಇನ್ ಆಲ್ ದಿ ತ್ರೀ ಗುಣಾಸ್ ಬಟ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಅಬವ್ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ತ್ರೀ ಗುಣಾಸ್. ಗುಣಾತೀತಃ ತ್ರಿಗುಣಾತೀತಃ. But whereas all human beings, all born beings are with the tamogu, three gunas. But it all depends upon the percentage of each guna that individuals have, or try to improve the percentage, something like passing the examination. All people have got sattva, raja, tamo gunas. But temper is there to all people. There are high-tempered people, short-tempered people, equalized temple, equipoised people. But who are sadhus? Sadhus are those people who are normally always happy. Nitya Santoshi. That's why we have got Santoshakke Obba Devata, whom we call a Santoshi Mata. See, Santoshi Mata is these days is very popular in Pratham. They do Santoshi Mata Vratam and in Andhra Pradesh or elsewhere, and they get their desires fulfilled. Even Madam Sita Ramalakshmi is also one, or so many people are there in the they just observed that Santoshi Mata Vratam. There are temples also of Santoshi Mata. Who is the Santoshi Mata? She is the manifestation of, or she is the embodiment of the happy tear that is dropped down from the eyes of Ganesha. ಸೊ ಗಣಪತಿ ನೇತ್ರ ಸಂತೋಷಾಸ್ತ್ರಗಳಿಂದ ಉತ್ಪನ್ನವಾಗಿರೋ ಮಹಾಶಕ್ತಿ. ಎನಿವೆ ಆ ತರಹ. ಸೊ ತಾಮಸಿ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಅಬ್ಸಲ್ಯೂಟ್ಲಿ ಶಿ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಟೆರಿಬಲ್. ಸೊ ಮಸಿ ವರ್ಣಂ ತದಾಭೂತು. ಹೌ ವುಡ್ ಬಿ ಶಿ ಲೈಕ್? ಶಿ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಅಬ್ಸಲ್ಯೂಟ್ಲಿ ಡಾರ್ಕ್ ಇನ್ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಷನ್, ಫೆರೋಷಿಯಸ್. ಅದರ್ಸ್ ವೈ Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu, I mean, Raudra Rupam and Shanta Rupam, and so many Rupas are there for her. In fact, even Durga, although she is very ferocious, high blood, I mean, floodlight, and so many achievements, ultimately she is a Shanta Durga. And she is also absolutely peace. Shanta Durga Swarupam ಹೆಂಗಿರುತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ she stretches her legs, keep her two hands on two sides the pillows, and at the back she sitting in a swing and happily relaxing because she has done what she has to do all time. And most important, like that, the Shanta Durga Swarupam also is there, and the opposite of it is Tamasi Durga. So Vedasa Tatra Devi, and she has been praised that Tamasi Devi. Actually, Ravanasura, when he went to Kailas in order to ask for the Atmalingam, Atmalingam of Devi, of Shiva, but unfortunately or fortunately, Amma Parvati was also next to Lord Shiva, and he forgot why he came to Kailas. And looking at Parvati, he just said, "You just give me Parvati. I take her name." And Shiva said, "Okay, take her." So it was a problem of the gods and Narada. And see that Ravana returns that Devi who looked Mahakali, Tamasi Vritti, Mahakali, and chided Shiva and got Atmalingam afterwards. So we have got number of stories where people are being exposed for the moha, mohyamte mohitaha. So when one Amma casts the mohamaya, prayachati, people are simply caught into the net of mohamaya, and that moha makes people lose their time, hope, and goals. So when Vedas means Brahmadeva, when Brahma himself appealed to Mahakali like that, then what she said, Vishnoha prabodhanarthaya nihantum madhukaita. So she got out from there, Vishnu. Why? There are two purposes for her. One is prabodhana, to make absolutely free and energetic the Mahavishnu, who is the only solution maker and problem solver. See, Mahavishnu is always a source for all sorts of problems. That's why Bhayanasinaha. And therefore, all people, in fact, when Ravana became virulent, all the gods, including Ishvara, go to Vishnu and ask, Ravana has become impossible for us. Then, after some time, Vishnu said, asked Brahmadeva, well, do you remember the boons that you have granted for Ravana, and is there any exception? Is there any one which has forgotten? Then he just revised all the list and then said, Sir, Swami, that Ravana forgot to be killed by Manavas and Vanaras and can be killed only in the war, nowhere in the world. Therefore, Vishnu became Rama, and he just made befriended Vanaras for all gods. They're all born, the gods born as Vanaras, and Vishnu also got divided of himself into four: Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrughna. That is two in Ayodhya to protect the land for 14 years, two in the forest to finish off Ravanasura. So that is the planning and execution that you find in the Ramayana. So here also, Prabodhana and Hanana. These are the two things that with which she has to come out. Where is she located in? That's most important. Nidde Bharta Ide Andre, what are the seeds for sleep in our body? Our Markandeya Maharshi beautifully tells them, Netra, eyes, Asya, Mukham, face, Nasika, the nose, Bahu, shoulders, Hridayam, heart, and Urasaha, chest. So these are all the points where laziness will start, and ultimately all these things will go to stress, and you will not aware at all. That's why when once you retire to bed, and then it will at least take 25 minutes for you to get sleep. Immediately don't get sleep. So minimum time required, of course, meanwhile you can get it any time, 25 minutes, that's what people say. So when once your our eyes, face, nose, shoulders, heart, and also chest, when all these things are occupied by sleep, then we enter into the swapnavastha and also bodhavastha. So in between swapnavastha and bodhavastha, as Yajnavalkya Maharshi tells, or Aitareya Maharshi tells, we are sandwiched between these two and only come out. That's why here, the Yoga Nidra that Vishnu was given is a long drawn one. Ordinarily not possible for Vishnu to get out of that. Therefore, Nirgamya Darshane Tastau Brahmano Avyakta Janmana. So she got out from all these points of her sleep. Then she just stood before Vishnu. Who is Vishnu? Brahma, the creator. Avyakta Janmanaha. His Janma, nobody knows. That's why Vyakta Vyakta Swarupini, Murta Murta Swarupini, and also Anirdesh Vapuhu Sriman. In Vishnu Sahasranamam, you cannot describe this is the body, this is the form, this is the manifestation of Vishnu. That's why Anirdesh Vapuhu and Avyakta Janma. That is to say, Vishnu takes birth, but for what and how and all that, nobody knows. For example, Ravanasura, though came to know about Rama, he never knew that it is Narayana who comes in the form of Manava, nor Sugriva, the god Indra's son. Indra coming in the form of the Sugriva. These things he doesn't know it. That's a secret for him. That's why it's Avyakta Janma. But in fact, Mandodari was one who realized in the second trip that he came back allowed by Rama in the battle, go on fresh and come back. No enemy could be allowed second time to go back from the battleground, but Rama is exceptionally great. Looking at the condition of Ravana, Rama said, go home and get fresh and come back. I will be waiting here only that. And meanwhile, when Ravana went away to his own place, then Aditya Hridayam comes. Tato, that's why Aditya Hridayam, Agastya Maharshi, gods and all of them come and they say, Tato Yuddha Parisrantam Samare Chintaya Sthitam Daivataistramagamya Drashtumabhyagatoranam. So, Avaga Devatagalu, Agastya Maharshi, Bhagavan Maharshi, and ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಬಂದು ಸೂರ್ಯ ಭಗವಾನನ ಉಪಾಸನ ಮಾಡಯ್ಯ. ವೈ? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಸೂರ್ಯ ಈಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ವಂಶದ ಹತ. He is the creator of our Vamsa, Surya Vamsa Rajana, you're all. Actually, our India has been ruled by two dynasties, Surya Vamsa Rajaru, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಚಂದ್ರ ವಂಶರಾದರು. ಆಮೇಲೆ so many dynasties have come forth. Anyway, so Avyakta Janmanaha Brahmanaha Darshanedastau. That's exactly what. Darshana andre Darshanam Papanasanam. So you know that the very appearance of people will make our problems reduced of their size. You know, if a rogi were to see his doctor, the 50% of disease will disappear. Because doctor illa andre disease increase agata irutte intensity. Hey, doctor ಬಂದ್ರಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಅವ್ರು ನೋಡ್ತಾರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಅಂದರೆ, ಓ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ದೇವರಪ್ಪ ಅವ್ರು ನೋಡೋಣ ಅಂದರೆ ದರ್ಶನ ದೇವ. ಅದನ್ನೇ ಹೇಳ್ತಾಳೆ, ದರ್ಶನಂ ಬಿಲ್ವ ವೃಕ್ಷಸ್ಯ ಸ್ಪರ್ಶನ ಪಾಪನಾಶನಂ ಅಘೋರ ಪಾಪ ಸಂಹಾರಂ ಏಕ ಬಿಲ್ವಂ ಶಿವಾರ್ಪಣಂ. ನಾವು ದಿನ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ದರ್ಶನಂ ಬಿಲ್ವ ವೃಕ್ಷಸ್ಯ. ಸೊ ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಬಿಲ್ವ ವೃಕ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ ಶಿವನಿಗೆ. ಈಗ ಕಾರ್ತಿಕ ಮಾಸ ನಿನ್ನೆ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ Mahanyasapura Rudrabhisheka, a good group of people joined and performed because Kartik Somvara in our house here. So many people devoted came and resided the Rudram. So Darshanam, they brought some Bilvam also. Darshanam Bilva Vrukshasya, Bilva Vruksha Darshanave, Maha Punyikaram. And Sparshanam, if you touch the Bilva Vruksha, is that Sparshanam Papanasanam, Aghora Papa Samharam. So, Eka Bilvam Sivarpanam, Bundu Bilvam, Tridalam Tridakaram, so Tridalam Tridakaram, Trinetram Chatriyayudham, Trijanma Papa Samharam, Eka Bilvam Sivarpanam. So, a Bilvada Stuti, a Bilva Gidada Trisha, Hange, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ದರ್ಶನದಿಂದಲೇ ಆ ವಿಷ್ಣುವಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿದೆ ದರ್ಶನಾತ್ ಅಂತ ದಿ ವೆರಿ ದರ್ಶನಂ ಇಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಈಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಅ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಪ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮಹಿಮಾ ಅದರಿಂದ ಪ್ರತ್ಯಕ್ಷವಾಗಿ ನಾವು ನೋಡೋದು ಒಂದು ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಚೀಟಿ ನೋಡೋದು ಒಂದು ದೆರ್ ಇಸ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಸೊ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗಿವ್ ಹಂಡ್ರೆಡ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ವೆನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಚೀಟಿ ಆರ್ ರೆಕಮೆಂಡೇಶನ್ ವೋಂಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್. For example, a minister will give 10 recommendation letters for a seat in a college, and how can principal can accommodate to all the 10 people the seat? Then the minister says, "You only when I call you, phone you, then only you give. Otherwise, you can throw all my recommendation letters in dustbin." So like that, here, avyakta janmanaha brahmanaha darshane tastau, nirgamya darshane tastau. That's very important. You should know. One has to get out from tamasa vritti, from that rajo vritti, and become suvritti and suvrukti, and then there will be a kind of relief and happiness and prosperity and taken as work done. So I think I stop here today. We have come up to 90 slokas the first, and you observe how much knowledge and information has been packed in each sloka by our Markandeya Maharshi, who is a Chiranjeevi. He is the only one person, as you say, as you find in the Mukundamala Stotra, who has seen in the pitch darkness after Pralayam and water, Padaravindam, Vadanaravinde, Vinivesayantam, Vatasya Patrasya, Puteshayanam, Balam Mukundam, Manasa Smarami. The Markandeya Maharshi was able to visualize the floating in a small leaf that Lord Krishna or Vishnu, Mukunda, in that, and also, so you can imagine this is a wonderful place. When you are reading Durga Saptasati, your knowledge references will go towards all our Vedic scripts, so that you need not read all those Vedic texts, but it is all the Vedic knowledge and the text knowledge is implied when you study these Durga Saptasati. Otherwise, we're all very fortunate to sit before the feet of Durga Parameswari and try to know who is that goddess. And so that's what it is said. So Ammavaru, you can only see picture, painting, that Dhyana Slokam, with all ayudhas ready to help us in what, that's why whatever weapon is suitable for us to get our problems solved, she will use it. Om Swasti, we stop here.
Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Saha Vijankara Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahe. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Tat Satam. Sarvam Shri Krishnarpanamasta, Shri Vasudevarpanamasta, Shri Veda Purushashirvadostu. Om Shri Matru Charanaravindarpanamasta. Om Tat Sat. Hari Om. Namaste Guru.
So any feedback that you can give in these 3, 4, 5 slokas we covered? Any questions? No. So Gopinath, good luck. ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ. I end the meeting. ಹೇಳಿ ಬಾಬು.
ಗುರುಜಿ, ನಾನು ಗಾಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ
Okay.
ಮಾತಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗ್ತದೆ.
Anyway, you Anyway, you enjoyed Durgamma. Her
Yeah,
grace,
thank you, Guruji. Yeah, thank
her
you.
grace and her. Thank you, Sri Ram.